The 11th sutra of the Samadhi Pada is on Smriti. The Smriti Vritti. The Vritti called as Smriti. This is also surprising. Memory is a modification of the Chitta. Memory is produced, germinates, and it's a functionality of the Chitta. So the sutra goes like this. Anubhuta Vishaya Sampramoshaha Smritihi. Anubhuta Vishaya Sampramoshaha Smritihi. Anubhuta Vishaya Asampramoshaha. Asampramoshaha. It is literally asampramoshaha means taking away, robbing, totally making it nil. And smriti is memory. So what is memory? Anubhuta Vishaya, experience of the subject or what is experienced, Vishaya Anubhuti, experience of the subject or anything, any experience. That Vishaya Anubhuti asampramoshaha, it is not robbed, not deprived, not gone completely. Because Mosha has a dhatu called mush. Mush means robbing, stealing, taking away, emptying. Take away. Asampramoshaha, not taken away completely. That is called as smriti. Something is retained, not totally gone. Memory is not allowing to slip away any experience. I repeat, the meaning of the sutra is, that is smriti is defined as, memory is defined as not allowing to slip away an experience. Means what? When we undergo an experience or when we experience something and that experience is not completely gone, that experience is retained, may not be totally, but it is retained. And why it is not totally retained? Why it is less retained? It is not totally retained and it is retained very less because of time. Because that mush, robbing, what is that robs the experience? What is that takes away the experience? What is that makes the experience to be lost? It is the time, kala. Kala makes anubhuti to lose. So experience of anything, any object or any subject or anything, Vishayanubhuti, things down, is robbed away, taken away by the time, not to take away, not allow it to be taken away. That is asampramoshaha. Asampramoshaha is not allowing it to take away. That means retain. That is called as memory. How beautifully Maharshi Patanjali explains at a very deep, subtle level. He explains and dissects the experience and also the meaning of smriti. Normally, memory, smriti, we remember so many things. Many things we remember. Many things we don't remember. But just imagine if we remember everything and if we remember many things, if we remember all the things, all our experiences, it will be a disaster. It is a terrible burden on the mind. Tremendous unhappiness. But if you don't remember anything, is also a problem. Just imagine we don't remember anything at all. It's a problem. It's a difficulty. The normal life cannot run. So a normal life cannot run even if we remember everything, and it cannot run even if you don't remember anything. That is the asampramoshaha. Not completely taken away. So what is to be remembered is to be remembered, and what is to be given up is to be given up. And that is of course, a discretion is to be used there. But smriti here has that important dimension that it is retention, the ability to retain, that ability to keep it. And that is a phenomena where it is not completely lost and it is not completely retained. That is smriti. But we should remember, this is the strange way smriti has been defined. This is a strange way this vritti has been defined. So an experience of an object is retained, and if the object is removed, the experience is not removed. Drink a cup of coffee or a milk or eat some sweet, the experience we got it is not lost even after the absence of the object. The experience is retained along with the object, the shape and form of the object. But as the time passes, it goes out. That is the anubhuta vishaya asampramoshaha. It thinks down. Swami Vivekananda explains beautifully about this when he comments on the memory or on the smriti. He says that memory, Swami Vivekananda's commentary on this particular sutra is very interesting. Memory can be caused by the previous three, that is the previous vrittis. For instance, you hear a word. That word is like a stone thrown into the lake of the chitta. It causes a ripple. And that ripple rouses a series of ripples. And this is memory. So in sleep, When the peculiar kind of ripple called sleep throws the chitta into a ripple of memory, it is called a dream. Dream is another form of the ripple, which in a waking state we called memory. Simply, Swami Vivekananda summarizes, puts the entire thing in this capsule. It is the nature of the chitta to retain, but time robs it. This is why we don't remember clearly or all the details or precisely, minutely, actually any incident happens, because time robs it. But repetition strengthens memory. Anubhuti after anubhuti of the same strengthens memory. So what to remember is very important. And memory is told, smriti is told at the end. Pramana viparyaya vikalpa nidra smriti, it is told at the end. Because for memory, it has to have all the four pramana. It can be pratyaksha, anumana agama, or viparyaya, or even vikalpa, or as we saw just in the earlier sutra, even the experience of nidra is remembered. So memory is given at the end because it is the resultant of the earlier vrittis. And all memories arise from the experiences of all the above four vrittis. It may be klishta or aklishta. Pratyaksha vritti, pratyaksha pramana, having klishta or aklishta. So memory is a thing which is already known, already experienced. It is based on the past. There is a difference between thought and memory. Thoughts come and go. They just come and flow. But memory sticks. It is an experience. And by repetition, it strengthens. And that is how the smriti, memory, has been defined and analyzed by Maharshi Patanjali. Anubhuti Vishaya Sampramoshaha Smritihi. In yoga, we see number of courses, camps, trainings are held to improve memory, to develop memory. But Patanjali says, surprisingly, it is a vritti which is to be eliminated, which is to be stopped. How it can be done? What is to be remembered is to be remembered. A positive memory, if at all we have to use the word, and remove all the negative memories just for comparison. And by that, we remember what really, actually, the truth, that will be remembered. So smriti, it's a vritti. And how these vrittis are to be handled, stopped, to be blocked. As we saw in the beginning, yoga is chitta vritti nirodha. After completing the analysis of the vrittis, the nirodha part, Maharshi Patanjali takes up in the next sutra that we shall see. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.